I have told black people and told black people, quit using that term black and brown and quit referring to yourself as a damn minority or black and brown. Those are catchphrases. Those are whistleblower terms to confuse you and keep you asleep and keep you thinking you part of everybody else when you really not. This massacre white supremacist in Buffalo, New York did not kill any Jews. He did not harm any other group. He drove to a black community. You have to understand these people are sophisticated. We are the threat. Other people come here, they won, they got their tax dollars, they get the Jews, they get reparations from the Holocaust. They're rich people, they own everything. The Hispanics getting reparations. They're giving the people loans from the bank. They got in trouble for it. Obama bailed them out. You have to understand what's going on. Other people getting all kind of stuff. The Asians, so-called, that was in war. They got money. People getting all kinds of kickback. They owning property, apartment buildings, condos. These people have capital. Even the East Indian, he's a brown person. He got capital. Even you can go on and on. Even the Arab people, capital all over Detroit, all over rural areas where they don't think we know that they exist there. I mean, you got to understand this. Black people, stop being stuck on stupid and using that term black and brown is getting you in trouble. That is the whole reason why we've been going against people like Stacey Abrams, Jim Clyburn, Eli Cummings when he was alive, John Lewis. Dr. King talked about black people. Yes, there was a benevolent time when he spoke, Dr. King, and he didn't realize this was going to happen in terms of merging everybody. But it is dangerous for us. We are the only threat. We are the people who invented a lot of inventions in this country. We are the people who have fought against white supremacy in this country. We are the people who have shown other people how to momentalize, how to caption a movement and how to build a movement in terms of our history, the way we fight. Who we are. We're mixed. We got everything in our blood. A lot of us are mulatto people. We got slave people who took advantage of the bedouin slave, and we're born. We are the epitome of America. We got native blood in us. We are descendants of American slavery. We are a threat. We have the blueprint to the country in terms of our history. They owe us too much. There's a lot with us. There's a lot with us. Stop using those terms, black and brown. You're mixing people. They only use brown people to come to the place where we at, to come to our round table. That's what they're doing. They only say these terms so these people can get off our capital. They can get off our political capital of what's owed to the descendant of slavery, the 14th and the 15th Amendment. Birthright citizenship belongs to the slave descendant. You got to understand how important we are. Warnock in Georgia, Senator Warnock, he ain't nothing but a fraud. He pushing his stuff down his pants and hiding it because no white man got it. All that kind of stuff going on. I see everything. I'm trying to tell you right now. You don't understand. Y'all need to, it's crazy to keep trying to wake you up when you should know better. We keep telling you this is not what it looks like. Yes, you're starting to see it. Yes, you're starting to see people coming at you like a Nazi Germany where the police don't say nothing. He let the white boy live. He didn't shoot him dead. The white boy tell a white man, I'm sorry. They're humanizing each other and dehumanizing us. You have to understand the art of war. This is war. We've been telling you this. Benjamin Crump is an ambulance chaser. We need a team of lawyers with integrity who do want to get compensated, but yet understand the black life is not worth $1. You have to understand this. This is something that you have to literally understand. You cannot go on in your fantasized imagination of what you think is going on. We are the only people that they put drugs in our community. We are the only people that they got in front of to give depictions on and to give us a whole bunch of stuff to keep us distracted and kill our leaders. We're the only people because we are a threat and we are a very smart people. We're the only people that they say you have a low IQ and we built the biggest and greatest and most powerful country in the entire world. other folks come here as a dream because of our inventions, because of who we are. The best scholars, the best lawyers, the best doctors, the first who did the heart surgery, the first who did this, the first who did that, the woman, the first rich woman, Madam C.J. Walker, the first woman with all these degrees, Mary Jane McLeod Bethune, Frederick Douglass, you couldn't enslave. We were marrying white women also. You got to understand this. This is something you have to understand. This is who we are. We are the threat. But the only reason we can't get correction, and the only reason we haven't been corrected so far, is because we are dysfunctional and we divided as a unit. And we're going to be divided if y'all don't wake up and get some knowledge and understand. Black and brown, using that term, you are a problem. You Democrat, diehard people who are married to the Democrat Party, you are a problem. Stacey Abrams is a problem. Our governors and judges and these Democrat people are literally a problem. Ketanji Jackson is a problem. Kamala Harris is not even us. She's Jamaican and she's East Indian. She's a problem. These people are a problem. We have black people that are from other places in this country who are mixed with something else who identify as that, and they still don't get treated right. Not our problem. But yet we are the ones who are in dire state, who are in trouble, and who they target. You have to understand this. This is basically all we're doing in the new voices of black media. We're paying attention and unpacking everything with political analysts. You Democrat people are trying to break this down, and you're doing it while you're trying to also still fall in love with the Democrat Party that is traitors against the nation. Stacey Abrams walking all over the news talking about we're going to fight for the undocumented. These police out there, some of them are Hispanics who are killing black people. You have to understand, they're playing a game on us, and they're finessing the white supremacists because they are allowed to. They're not us. They are allowed to do this because they are not us. They are not the threat to this nation. In terms of other people having power, the slaves who built this nation, who give this nation throttle, power, muscle, who are really the claim of this country and the most hugest debt owed to in terms of correction. We are those people, black people, slave descendants, not black and brown people. You have to get this through your head. And this white man, he targeted us because there's a lot they're not saying when it comes down to us, obviously, but yet they live it and they breathe it and they eat it and they see it in us. We are smart. We are the people who they are afraid of. We go out there, we play basketball, we become sports people. We are on the top of the line of everything that happens in this country. NFL, NBA, singing, rapping, dancing, whatever we do, creating this, creating that. The first who did this, the ideology. We one time had talk shows all over the media in this country that led the narrative. Dr. Cosby, you know, hey, America's Dad. You can go on and on. Even Fred Sanford was leading the charts. You got to understand who we are. We're not African people. We're not no brown people. We are black people. They are afraid of us. You don't understand. Wake up. They owe only us. Everybody have something except for us. Everybody has community. Everybody has money. Everybody has protection. Illegals, they got ice off their back by using black politicians and black people at the grassroots. You have to understand this. We're the only people who made the mega churches what they are. We're the only people who made the choir what it is. We are the creators of the world. We are the people who people copy. We are a threat. They want to take away the experience. They want to take away the fact, our history that we lead in terms of intellect. They want to take away we lead in terms of art. And they already rewriting things at the same time harming us. You got to understand this. This is not like that. We deserve reparations. If we get reparations, we put a stop to it because the government is mandated. It's in the mandate. You cannot harm black people. Asians got reparations because they said black people was hurting them. We shop in their stores. We patronize their businesses, not white people. We give everybody everything. We're still in slavery, guys. You kill a slave. You make a slave believe he's nothing. These young white people even understand that. Come on now. Not just the old ones, the young ones. Look at that guy. He's 18 years old. You have to understand this is a science. They have never been locked away from learning how to do this. This is part of their culture. We're the only ones who have been pushed away from the science of political strategy by the assassination of our leaders and the dysfunction that was dropped off in our community to keep us apart from understanding and growth and progressive understanding and to integrity by dropping drugs off, by putting depictions in the media of who we are as pimps, by putting depictions as gangsters. You got to understand this, saying we commit the most crimes when white people commit just as many crimes. And the reason that they don't commit the same kind is because they're not in province largely. And now they mad because they dying, and they mad because they on drugs. And black people are the people who have the blueprint, the descendant of slave, not an African, not a Jamaican and stuff like that. We do. We're not trying to harm people. Notice when we stand up for ourselves, everybody get mad at us. Everybody. Because they are allowed to by the white supremacists. You have to understand this is not checkers. This is a chessboard. You got to wake up and understand it is about being black. Stop, Dr. Richard, on with your big channel. Stop using the term black and brown. Stop, because they doing it. White journalists are in the mood. Black and brown communities. That was a black community. There was no brown community. You don't see nobody going over to no Arabs shooting up their community. You don't see nobody going to the East Indian community grocery store shooting them up, or the Jews. Yes, one time the Jews got attacked. I remember when Trump was in office. But you don't see this happening randomly and all the time like it against black people. We're the poorest people in the country. Why harm us? You see what I'm saying? We're vulnerable. We need to stop being vulnerable. And for us to stop being vulnerable, that's the only thing going to stop us from being vulnerable is when we understand and we educate ourselves and we have an astute mindset so we can carry ourselves. Stop wearing bonnets on your head, ladies. And dudes, stop walking around in your slippers with your thigh shorts on, talking crazy outside of your head, looking doe-eyed, smoking weed, getting high. It's okay to have fun, but do it in a particular sector. Do not do this all over the country, all over the streets and corners. You're looked at as a docile people. You don't understand. We're trying to tell you this. You think you can go around hollering that stuff that you've been hearing in the media? You just looked at as a docile creature that don't understand. Be a warrior. Be a warrior. Be a warrior. Stand up and understand politics so we can get protection and make this government respect us and offer us the liberty and the freedom and the wealth of America. And that's protection, community support, and that is our inheritance so we can be safe and we can be like the native and not have to go to work for other people. We can be on our own land if we choose to and protect ourselves. You don't understand. People here got ownership, capital. The natives got casinos. You don't understand. Wake up. People got ownership. Arabs got all our gas stations, all our businesses, their children becoming this and that. You have to understand East Indians own all your hotels. You got to understand white people got all the land. They never gave us what we're supposed to have. We are docile and they're trying to get rid of us. You have to understand this. Reparations is the center of our argument, and Benjamin Crump needs to talk about that more. Thank you for joining me.